Hello, I'm Brian Fitzgerald, the Golf Doctor, and today I'm going to talk to you about how you can stop coming over the top. Now, I know a lot of people do come over the top. Now, first of all, what does that mean? Coming over the top means you're coming at the ball over the top of the shoulder. So that quite often results in a ball that starts left, and depending on how your hands react, that makes it go further left. Or if you don't release, it can also make you hit it right. So it's probably one of the most common things in golf. So I've got a great drill that I always use to help, I won't say cure it, and you don't have to cure it. Your DNA is set at about the age of 16. So however you move at the age of 16 is going to be how you move as you get older. So changing golf swings is a very difficult thing. So you don't always have to change it. We just modify it, keep it under control, but change, you don't have to fix it. We just manage it better. But this drill is a ripper, and it's quite weird, so I will warn you, it's weird. I have filmed it before, but I'm going to do a bit of an update on it, and it's something that can really help. Now, even though you may have sliced all your life, this drill will make you hit it with a draw, in most cases. So quite often when I do it on the range, it takes me 3 shots to get someone to go from being a chronic slicer to start feeling like what it's like to hit the ball with a slight draw. So what is this drill? I've put a ball just on a little tee there, and I've got a 7-iron. It can be done with any club at all. And what we do is, first of all, we just turn our back to the target, just like I'm doing here. Take the grip and the setup, and then I just reposition myself so I feel like I'm in the right position. So this is called the back to target drill. So with my body in this position here, it's going to be very difficult for me to do that move, which is what normally happens. People get to the top and the first thing they move is their left shoulder down to the left, and they keep their left shoulder low. We need to be able to keep that left shoulder higher. So the feeling that I have when I'm in this position is I'm going to be swinging my club out to the right. It feels like it's about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, somewhere like that, if 12 o'clock is the target. It may not happen, but that's the feeling I'm going to get. So when you do this for the first time, most people grip very, very tightly in their left hand, so that as they come into the impact area, their left hand is gripping tight. So we've managed to improve the swing path, swinging it more to the right. But if you grip firm with that left hand through the ball, you're probably going to shank it. And that's quite often what happens the first one. So we've got to make sure that as we're just turning our body like that, we're keeping our left hand pretty relaxed. I like to feel like I'm throwing a frisbee from this starting position. So we'll see how we go. Take my normal grip, turn my body, don't try and overhit it. And there's a little draw. The ball started right, spun round to the left. Now the beauty of that was I couldn't come over the top because my body was in a position that wouldn't allow me to. It's a really good drill to do, but that's only the first step of this drill. So the second step of the drill, let's say you hit 3 or 4 really good shots in a row, could even be 5, and you start getting a feeling of the ball starting right of the target and drawing back to the left, and you get that feel. What I recommend you do is that you go halfway to normal. So I've got my back fully toward the target. If I go about 45 degrees, just move in a fraction closer. So I was there, now I'm there, and I just try and do the same thing. So the ball started right, didn't quite draw as much as I would like, but it wasn't bad. My left hand stayed a little bit firm through the shot. So I would then go about 5 in a row. Now, if you hit a really bad one and it shoots out to the right, or you feel yourself come over the top, you've got to go back to the starting point again, back to the target, hit 5 more, then go back to a quarter of the way back. So then I'd be following this process. 5 with the back to the target, a quarter of the way to normal, hit 5 more, and then move to the point where you're just a little bit right of the target, hit 5 more. If you hit a bad one, go all the way back to the starting point. But if you keep hitting good ones, you will eventually arrive at square. So then we start with our square stance, and we just get the same feeling that I quite often feel like my shoulders are very closed and I still have my back to the target at impact. It's not actually true, but it's the feeling that I get. And if the feel is real, okay? So it may not be where you think it is, but it's a feeling that you get. And we always need to go with feelings. So from there, just take my normal setup. There's just started slightly right of the target, just a nice little soft draw back onto the target. So that's one of the ways that I work with clients, and that is to try and put your body in a position where even if you do your natural move, you can't do the wrong thing. So give it a go. I'd love to hear what you think. Thank you for letting me help you with your golf. I'm Brian Fitzgerald, the Golf Doctor, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.